All right, so this is the deck. Cycling is kind of the sleeper deck right now, where it's really powerful. Narset being able to shut down the card draw with cycling is huge. Being able to Ashiok and get rid of their graveyard as well means Zenith Flare does nothing. Being able to counter the Zenith Flare with Mystical Disputes, with whatever, is also really powerful. Dovin's Veto for 2 mana. And then the way that we're actually winning the game is with Kaya or Resolve Usurper or Ashiok, which will let us play all of our opponent's cards. But Kaya, if we get up to 5 and we hopefully have exiled enough of their stuff with Ashiok, with our Kaya, with our other Ashiok here, and there's a bunch of stuff that kind of exiles. Extinction Event also exiles everything. Then you can just ping them for 20 points of damage and win. Flying Sharks as well. Flying Sharks are really good. So this is the side of the deck that I've definitely not played as much of. Is like I don't typically play control, and so I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to be the best pilot for this, but that's why I have chat to help me out with this. I love Gwent. I've never actually played Gwent. I know a lot of people that like Merchant and Mega Mogwai all played Gwent before Magic. On the play, this is good. Fairy and Narset. I am a little bit worried. Ooh, Adventures. You know, we're gonna go ahead and try to get them with the Dovin's Veto. It might be Lucky Clover. There we go. And now we're probably just Kaya in Exile over bouncing this. So, I mean, that doesn't necessarily deal with the problem if we don't do this, but if we can get them away from drawing cards, getting extra value, we just shut their game plan down pretty hard. If they go for another Lucky Clover, then we can bounce that, start drawing cards, exile more things. Life is grand. Dude, life is grand. All right, Hollow Fountain tapped. You might want to be playing some Interplanar Beacons with how many of these are. There are. It's hard to really go for that, though.
Oh, I've done the hero.
Mystical Dispute.
Good for you. Shuffling me off my.
All right, not too shabby at all. And then we have the Yorion to come down and blink stuff on the next turn if we want to. I think what we're looking for is maybe like a board wipe of some sort. Okay, we'll go Fabled Passage. Let's do the things we know we're going to do.
Here goes nothing.
Was that dear to you? Now it's dearly departed.
So Narset's probably the best play here. We could go for the Yorion just as a blocker for these guys. Reset the Teferi, block, and then bounce again. We could also come out with a blocker with Castle Ardenvale, huh? I guess we just do that. So if they create a 1/1, we can still block with the Lovestruck Beast. See, we need more black mana. All right, creates the 1/1. Attacks at Kaya. All right, so activate this. We have black mana in hand. What do we need more of? Probably. I guess so that we can get the Castle Lockthwain as well. We go for black mana. Here to Chumpa. Please no shocks. All right, no stomps. Good boy, good boy. Sweet. To get rid of the human here as well. So we can kind of a risky line. We can Elspeth Conquers Death the Rosethorn Acolyte. Exile here, leave left struck beast on the battlefield. I mean, he can only kill one thing, so like if he does find something, it's annoying, but we can deal with it. But then we have a chance of not having anything bad happen.
I'll be back.
So exile here.
Wait.
They've already had 2 love struck beasts. The odds of them having more, they have what, love struck beasts and whatever his bucket is. All right, we'll go Elspeth Conquers Death. How bad is Rosethorn Acolyte? It's really not that terrible for us, and we could even blink it with Yorion on the next turn. So maybe we just go love struck beast, deal with it. We'll go here. We'll risk it for the brisket. Dude, I'm liking this deck. I like that there's... Alright, so they did find the Edgewall Innkeeper. So should have gone for the other stuff. Hopefully we can find a board wipe soon. Swings at Kaya. That's cool, that's cool. It's really not cool, in case you're wondering. Alright, how many lands do we have? I could try to go for a board wipe and play it at instant speed. If we find board wipe with Narset, that's a really good play. Otherwise, Yorion, Blink, Lovestruck Beast could be pretty good. The nice thing about us with Conqueror's Death too is that it kind of destroys their combo plan a little bit as well. Is it worthwhile to blink here though? I think Narset Dig is the highest upside.
Past, present, and future are bound by with thoughtfulness before action.
Not the greatest. I think we might as well get some value out of this. We can still try to dig for a board wipe, so bounce what? Edgewall Innkeeper? Actually, I guess bounce the token, kill the Innkeeper, get rid of... Lovestruck Beasts are kind of stalled again for a bit. They found 3 of them, my goodness. If they find the 4th one here, I will be very angry. I think that was our best play there. And we get to still go back and grab Kaya with his Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Yeah. Sweet. Not too shabby. Being able to dig again for the board wipe, yeah. They knew that we were going to find it eventually. All right, I'm liking this deck a lot. We're going to change the lands a little bit real quick. Make that the face. There we go. I'd probably go up an extra Hollowed Fountain. And then Dismal, let's go Temple. That's probably about right. We'll try it there. We did add a couple more tapped lands, which can sometimes hurt us, but I think that overall that's still good. We still have what, 9? I think it was more than 9. There's about 10 basic lands for Fable Passage. Two really sad beasts, yep. Love strikes cry like babies. I need a crying emoji. Or an emote. I'm not loving this hand. All we have for us is Dowen's Veto turn 1 or turn 2. Extinction Event could be useful. I agree. I think we need to up the board wipes. I think we should add maybe one Shadow Disguise as well. Let's mulligan this. 1 or 2. That's a lot better hand. Keep this. Drop a Fabled Passage. I'm pretty confident we'll find our 3rd land for Fabled Passage with Omen of the Sea. How do I get so many wild cards? I also buy them. Like I buy cards because I play Magic for a living, kind of, you know, so I do invest a little bit each set to make sure that I have stuff, but yeah. Oath of Kai seems good. It's an ability, so it actually doesn't get hit by the pump pressure. Ooh, Legion's End as well. I don't think we can go for that this turn. I think we need to go for Oath of Kaya. A little bit worried about Embercleave for next turn as well. Questing Beast would be annoying. That's Anissa.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
So if we can get to Shark Typhoon before we're dead, we can do pretty well. Legion's End also does kill all of their forests and stuff. So target creature an opponent controls with confirmed has 2 or less. So I think we just wait a turn or 2 for that. We can go Narset here, and like if we get to Yorion, we also get to do some pretty good stuff. We can slow down Nissa with Oath of Kaya and then Legion's End. Get rid of... So it says all of the creatures, so the other lands won't be creatures, but that'll be pretty nice. You can tell the people that watch Magic Aids. I think we just Narset, go for board wipes. Try to find something here. Holding up Mystical Dispute might have been nice.
Your prowess.
Teferi, Omen of the Sea. I guess Teferi is probably the best. You can bounce lands as well. Digging for board wipe might have been nice, but I think that the Teferi is best. What do you guys think about... I know a lot of people have been saying Teferi needs to be banned as well. Which I somewhat agree. What's being rotated out come the fall? Is it everything before War of the Spark, or is it after that? I think it's War of the Spark on. That doesn't seem right, though. That's only 2 sets that would be gone before War.
I must train harder.
Domri's Ambush. The Forest. Swell jorb there, sir.
Behold, nature's true power.
Yeah, so I think that we have to go for Yorion next turn. We have to bring Nissa down a little bit. Ooh. Oh wait, we don't actually have the mana for that. Sorry guys, weapon I like crazy. Yeah, so this is where I feel like we want to have the Shadow Disguise instead. Go Yorion. Blink, blink. We may just have to kill something else, actually. Because our life total is pretty low. We go to 10. They swing in. If they have an answer for Yorion, like another Domri's Ambush, we're in a lot of trouble. I think we kill the land. Yeah, I think you're right. Life total just a little bit too low. We can still swing in now. Oh, there we go. Elspeth Conquers Death is nice. We'll drop the Agonizing Remorse. We also need to dig for the lands for Kai's Wrath. Yeah, so I think we're going to make a couple changes. I think the Shadow of the Skies will be better than Kai's Wrath here in this deck. I think that we still run maybe one of, but go to like 2 copies of Shadow of the Skies, 1 Kai's Wrath, and 2 Extinction Events. I think that's about right. We could almost find room for like 1 Fae of Wishes just to have some other options in the sideboard. But in 80 cards and only running 1 Fae of Wishes seems pretty janky. Rule Spellbreaker. That's bad. We might just be dead. If they have Embercleave as well, they have the 2 mountains now with Paradise Druid. So if they don't swing with Paradise Druid, even if they do, let's see here. Seemed like they had a trigger. 4, 7, 8, 9. I'd rather kill this because we have Legion's End to kill these 2. We're going to go for the more janky play here. We play with Hope. They did swing with Paradise Druid, so that means no Embercleave. Go to 1. And stop the base. Alrighty. Had it all. Yeah, we definitely need the Shatter of the Skies, I think, here. So I think we go 2 Shatter of the Skies, go down to 1 Kai's Wrath, and then how worthwhile do you think Cry of the Canarium is? Like it wouldn't have done anything against that deck, but I mean that deck I think we're trying to find things like Shatter of the Skies. Honestly, I'd probably go down all the Kai's Wraths. I'm not a big fan of having that much mana dependency. Yeah, I think that the Shatters is a little bit easier to hit. I do like the Extinction Events though, because we're going for the Exile side of things, and it can be one-sided sometimes if we have some 0-cost things. Or Yorion out. We could also maybe go for like 1 Dream Trawler with this as well. Just I think that might help a little bit just with the more aggro decks. If we get to 6 mana and also play Dream Trawler, it's just game over, kind of. I think a 1 copy of Dream Trawler is not bad. So I think we go 1 copy of Dream Trawler. We go... Let's see here. I feel like Dobin's Veto is a really good answer. Mystical Dispute is also really good. Those are kind of the ones we've got to be cutting if we're going to cut anything. I don't want to cut Oath of Kaya. It's way too good. Maybe 1 Agonizing Remorse, 1 Mystical Dispute. Or do we go 3 Dovin's Veto, 3 Mystical Dispute? I guess that's a bit better, because Mystical Dispute can counter anything. That's true. Agonizing Remorse has felt pretty weak here so far. Thought Erasure might be a little bit better. Thought Erasure does kind of the same thing, except we do get the Surveil out of it as well. It's easier to cast, which is a huge deal. E2 Extinction or Murder Strider for some targeted removal. Our targeted removal is kind of with Ashiok and Elswith Conqueror's Death for those ones, because Elswith Conqueror's Death hits all of our planeswalkers, and with Yorion, with Teferi, it works really well. So that's our main plan for that, and then we're just going to be planning on countering it. That's the main thing. We can go down to 2 Agonizing Remorse and go E2 Extinction. Come on. We'll try that out. All right. Maybe there's too many X2 cards, but we also have a lot of ways to go digging for a lot of our X2 cards. So with Narset, we can go digging for more of the Planeswalkers, which a lot of those are kind of like our finishers. And so I think that you have to have all the interaction be high numbers and then your finishers be lower numbers. And so I think it's actually about right for this deck. Telzen against the Yorion, it seems pretty nice. We get to dig. Legion's End is terrible here, probably. Shatter the Skies. Like, this is a potentially playable hand. We're going to go ahead and keep it. With the Scry, it helps a little bit. And we get land. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and just dig for my black mana now. And I'll probably just bring out this tapped and then maybe hold up... maybe not Tell's End. The only thing we'd be able to hit is maybe Teferi. Yeah, this is Luca. Kaya can be good to get the token gone. Get all of the tokens gone. But I think we do it kind of reflexively. So we have a turn to play something, and then we need to start holding up Tell's End. So I think it's Ashiok, or do we play out Kaya and have another answer with Tell's End and Legion's End? If we hit land, we can Legion's End tokens and still hold up Tell's End for Luca and stuff. I think milling them can be a pretty good disruption as well. Hopefully they are out of lands. That was a lot of lands just milled over. And the Yorion Blink, yeah, it's true. The thing I'm worried about is more that they're going to do... Like, I want them to not get any Agent of Treacheries out first. Alright, Teferi.
I'll protect you.
Another card. Temple of Enlightenment. We really need lands. We have a counterspell, kind of. Dovin's Veto really interacts well with their deck, though. And we still have Shadow of the Skies. Like, we have most of our answers that we need. I think... Oh, yeah, we can't counter anyway. Right. In that case, because that means we can't do Tail's End anyway, right? I forget about Safari. I've not played enough Control to recognize how bad that gets. Alright, so get rid of the tokens.
Dematerializing?
Mill them. If we can hit Agent of Treacheries with these mills, perfect. Alright, we got a Luca and an Agent of Treachery. Sweet. So some decks run 4 copies of Agent, some run like 3 copies. So if we can get enough copies of Agent gone, that'll be pretty sweet. And if we can get our Kaya up...
I've got time.
Yeah, we'll see. Birth of Militus. Can't search your deck. There we go. Oath of Ka is nice. We'd love to find lands, but we'll get rid of Teferi.
Only time will tell.
They'll create a token next turn and maybe go for Luca right away. We had to do that though. Land would have been sweet. Ooh, got another Luca. Got some good stuff. Gonzo'd.
I hope you've said your goodbyes already.
I mean, what are they still here? Probably a land if they have the Luca in hand. Yeah, we've hit a lot of good pieces. There's a real high probability they just don't have... I mean, there's still a really high probability they have everything in hand. So we'll see. We've hit a lot of lands as well. Like, that's probably the biggest thing. They didn't get to hit the land with Birth of Militus. Hey, thank you, by the way, everyone, for the follows and stuff. Thank you, BruteTapcast. I appreciate it. Shooting for that 1,500 followers. Hopefully before the end of the month. That's a little bit greedy, I guess. We'll go for that before my birthday.
I have practiced
Like 3 weeks.
with an open mind.
Okay, they found a fires. I do kind of want to keep ticking up Kaya to get to where we can actually kill them, because we're pretty close to that being the thing that we're doing. So I probably hold up Tail's End and Legion's End this. We get to take a peek at their hand this way as well. So they have an Agent of Treachery in hand, Shadow of the Skies. Elspeth Conqueror's Death is the annoying part, but we can counter the ability with Tail's End as well. But then we have to deal with Yorion as well. Yeah. So the dream here is they just never hit another land, which is pretty possible.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Into life, that's fine. A little bit further away for Kaya, but one more trigger with Ashiok would be fine. So as long as they don't... Oh man, this is close. Did they find a land? If they did not, they can go for Fires of Invention. They can go for Omen of the Sea to try to hit the land. That's probably... So I mean, they can go Fires, Omen once, or they can Omen twice. That's fine, I guess.
Just the trick for this.
Omen of the Sun. Okay. Fires of Invention. Gaining life is annoying. They get 2 attackers. We can Shatter the Skies. I could also Yorion, Blink, Ashiok, Oath of Kaya, kill something, have another blocker. I'm just debating if it's worth using the Tail's End on this or not. Yeah, I think that we try to play the longer game, because we do have answers for what's happening. They have a pretty good shot at hitting land here, though. I guess they didn't actually go for it. What's up, Devin? How's it going, man? All right, so we have a couple different things we can do here. So they're at 18. We can go for the game for next turn. I think that's the best way to play. So tick up here. That's going to happen no matter what. We can Yorion, blink, blink. Kill one of these guys so that Kaya stays up. I mean, Shadow of the Skies kind of does stuff too. We can try to hit land with Omen of the Sea. I think we actually just Shatters. Keep the Yorion for later. Pass the turn. Ah, they found it. They're most likely going to go for Yorion on the next turn now. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. They hit the Ashiok instead. Oh, they have double Elspeth, that's right. It's pretty good, pretty good. All right, we're gonna go Omen of the Sea. I should have scried first. Keep Narset. Oh, we can't draw cards. That's what you're saying. Dude, I hate Narset so much. All right, we have the Tail's End. I don't typically play decks that draw cards. What's up with this? I think we're digging for Kaya again, or for a finisher. Dream Trawler is going to be pretty nice. To the bottom. And pass the turn. And then we just Tail's End this Yorion. Actually, they probably don't even go for it this turn. Oh, now it's too expensive too. Dang it. But they may not go for that this turn. Yeah, they might go for... Yeah, just Omen of the Seas probably. Two on top. Yay! Did they find a Luca? Ah, man. Everything went so wrong. I hate this deck so much. Would love to use the Tail's End right now, but... So what are we digging for? Shadow the Skies could be pretty nice.
Meditate and prepare.
They only get to hit one thing with it's a fairy. Yeah, this game's over. Trying to think if there's any way.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
I just want to see what we draw, just for the sake of knowing. But I think this game's over. Oh, and everything's expensive. Right. We had Dream Trawler, which just gets stolen by Agent. That was brutal. I think that I just hope they just get rid of the mechanic in general. Like honestly, I'm gonna have a hard time playing Magic if we still have the companion mechanic for a while. They really just messed it up with that one. We're on the play, which is nice. We're gonna keep this. We have answers for some things. I just realized it's Luris. Ashok's pretty good against Luris, but it's not quite like removal or anything. I'll keep it for a turn. We still get Narset to go digging for things. Luris is definitely the most busted. For sure. I think that these are great cards for the main deck. I think they should just get rid of the companion mechanic in general. Keep the cards, but the companion mechanic should just go away because it's dumb. That's Jeffrey's opinion. No, it did not end well. They had everything. And we did not. I hate to shock myself, but I think we just have to go for Narset and hope for board wipe.
My prowess is unmatched.
Or like Oath of Kaya, something good.
Thoughtfulness before action.
I mean, we grab our win con and something that we don't already have, but well, oh well. The Throne and Theros format rules better? I don't know what format that is. Okay, kills Narset. We're fine with damage not going at our face. We're not as fine with them having every answer. And no hitting lands. I mean, we're gonna make them deal with this.
You better watch your back from here on out.
Just to slow the game down. I think that Fires of Invention is the card that has caused the most issues, in my opinion. I think everything else is actually manageable. So the companion mechanic, I think all the companion cards will be just fine in the main decks, and Fires of Invention needs to go away. That's how I feel. I think that'd be best. Really interesting. Dude, we just got screwed on mana. No board wipes either. Yeah, this is Smalls' fault right now. What's happening? It's all his fault. This is so I did another Esper Exile's deck, and Smalls kind of did a better version of it, and so we're playing his deck. It's a little bit more fine-tuned. He plays the kinds of things that I would never think to play because I don't play Control. And Control tends to do okay. I think that there is something you said about maybe getting like Cry of the Canarium in here as well, just like a one of. Maybe that takes a spot of the E2 Extinction, because I feel like we do have target removal with the Elsewith Conquers Deaths. Our board wipe doesn't work either. When it's already saying good game. Oh yeah, he does have game. Great. Yeah, priest, sack, kill us, all the bad things. Having 80 cards, yeah, to an extent. Honestly, I've been impressed with how many 80 card decks have still been running so consistently. It means you run it less often or less consistently, but it doesn't mean you're never going to find it. You just run more copies. It's the same thing with Commander. You know, you run 5 board wipes there. We're running 5 in here, and we probably ought to have 6 just for the type of thing we're going for. But, you know. Dude, Beyond Memphis, what's up, man? All right, this is a hand we can play up against Yorion. Tail's End is pretty nice here. Drop the Shatters. Watergrave tapped, pass the turn. I guess I should go Fountain. Hold up Dovin's Veto. I'm not sure which things are worth vetoing. I'm thinking that we want to wait until it's Fires of Invention or Luca. And so we just don't shock ourselves for a bit. Perfect. That's a great draw there. So we have something else to do at instant speed. Yeah, the Luca version. I feel like we have a pretty good hand for the Luca version now. I just have to play it not dumbly. I have to play it not like Jeff. Don't be an imbecile. Don't be a doofus. I think we just want more lands. Oath of Kaya seems fairly weak against this deck. I think we want the land and more counter spells. So we draw the land now and try to find something else good. That's a counter spell. I think we can play this tapped. And pass the turn. You see, we'll get the Scry if we need it. So now... yeah, we're hoping to find a bit more mana. Getting to the Shark Typhoon could be pretty nice. Narset. What do you think about adding in Chemister's Insight? It'd probably be pretty useful to have the card draw. I think we do want more lands, right? We try to get the Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon is hard to play and still protect, though. Yeah. I think we try to get to that eventually. I think we actually want a bit more interaction. Pass the turn. We can scry. That was our second black source, which means if we run into our, what, one Oath of... well, Kai's Wrath is going to be fine anyway. Alright, we get to have the Tail's End counter Luca as well. We don't have an answer for Fires of Invention in hand. I think Ashiok here is good, though. It also stops searching the library.
Right. Scream. Surrender. You
I shall miss your company.
So unfortunately, I think Luca's ability dodges the... so you reveal cards from the top instead of searching for the top one. Okay, Elspeth Conquers Death. I think we just let that happen. I mean, the issue here is the 2 later on. Like we don't get to actually Tail's End unless we hold up a lot of mana.
I will always return.
Lucas Skywalker, exactly. Yep. Oh man, they just have so many answers for Shark Typhoon as well. Still your Shark Typhoon, that's really bad. You know, exile it with Elspeth Conquers Death, also not great. We also don't get to play it on the next turn. Token generators might have been nice, but we'll pass the turn. Blast Zone. Alright, what do they steal here? Just the land? I think that's fine. We could Shark Typhoon the cycle here, side of it. Just to try to draw a card and do something. 2, 3, so X3. Yeah, I think we go for a Shark X3. And then we tell Zen on the next turn when they go for the Luca, or for the Yorion plan. Killing stuff is even worse because of Elspeth Conquers Death. So just pass the turn. There we go. Bam! Got him. They still have a Yorion, which is actually kind of annoying. I guess we can Elspeth Conquer's Death that. And then play our own again. Passes my turn. Oh, I should have scryed. They can still run into Luca. I'm wondering if it's better just to shatter the skies, not really deal with, like, just deal with all of their board. If they find fires. Don't give him the draw. I don't want to give him any of our stuff either, though. Alright, Elspeth Conquers Death. Hit Yorion. What do we have in the graveyard? Nothing really yet. Attack in. Our only black source right now. We'll get it out there. Go Shark! Shark for the win. Taking up Blast Zone. It's our Elspeth. Exiling the graveyard. I guess there's not really anything there. We don't even have anything for ours. I mean, so yeah, that didn't do much except stop our Yorion a little bit. I might go main phase with this. We'll swing in first. I think that getting out a Planeswalker, like a Kaya or something like that, might be pretty nice here. What's up, Skeeper of the Lands? Dude, I am doing very well. Life is great. We could also Yorion these Omen of the Seas. We got nothing else. Just draw a bunch of cards here. Scry a ton and a half. They have the Blast Zone ready to go for it, though. Extinction Event's not bad. Is that good enough, though? We already have a board wipe. I think we put it to the bottom. There we go. Yorion definitely doesn't work. They probably just fire off Blast Zone right now anyway. We're just going to go for Ashiok. Start disrupting him a little bit more.
I wonder what you fear most.
It's on 2 right now, so it can kill the Omen of the Seas. So if we Yorion targeted these ones, they'd Blast Zone, kill the Omen of the Seas. Now they'll probably take it up to 3. We are getting him to 15 cards exiled. Oh, did I get another agent? Sweet. Another Elspeth, that's fine. Yeah, I think we just go Yorion draw. We may even shock this Hollow Fountain in so that we can get Scry as well. We just have nothing else going for us, right? So, yeah, Yorion. But I mean, this is a lot of card advantage late game. I think we do shock for the Scry as well. Dovin's Veto's pretty nice. I think we take that. Elspeth Conquers Death. We actually don't have anything in the graveyard. We maybe get back like Yorion. I think we want to go for like Kaya or Finisher. Definitely keep the Veto, yeah. I'm just not sure about this Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, it is removal. I feel like our Shatters is going to be the piece for it though anyway. Yep, everything costs more. Yay. So Dovin doesn't do anything for this turn. Veto. Alright, there we go. So we'll get the Elspeth onto that and then get back Yorion potentially. So I guess we hold on to the Own of the Seas. I guess we should have scribed there for something. Be patient. I don't like being patient. Who does that? I do like how many cards we have in hand. That is pretty nice. Okay, Omen of the Sea, keep it on top. We have to take, see, what do they have in the graveyard? Nothing? So I guess we just wait. I don't think we care to Elspeth Conquers Death this right now when it's just going to go away. Yeah, we just hold off. Elzan can get the tokens. That's an answer for Castle Ardenvel, but so's our Shatters. So I think we go for like Kaya or something. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is going to be a long one. 4 cards in hand. Card draw, lots of good stuff. Not too shabby. What we need is our other Shark Typhoon. I think if we can get that on the battlefield, we should be able to pull this game off. This Blast Zone is still annoying. It's on 3, which is where all of our Planeswalkers are at. Those aren't bad. I think we keep both, yeah. So Narset and Omen. That gives us a few pretty good turns, and we have a lot of interaction, so... Pass to my turn. Narset. I think now we're digging for Shark Typhoon or Kaya. Legion's End isn't bad, so we can deal with all these dudes. Take a peek at their hand.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
Narset is queen.
Hone your prowess.
We only have 1 counter spell right now. So Mystical Dispute might be nice. We have a Shatters still. So yeah, I guess we go Mystical Dispute. Pass the turn. I mean, I guess Mystical Dispute is kind of dead now, so I guess it would have been better to go for the... What was it? An extra... I forgot what it was. I forget how much mana they have. I feel like the game is almost... I feel like Platinum and Diamond are the hardest, and then when you get to Mythic, it's like actually easier to play this game, in my opinion. It's a Scry. So I know this deck doesn't have a lot of card draw necessarily. They have a lot of scrying effects, they have a lot of filtering, and like they have their own Narsets.
Overwhelming.
So I think we're digging for like Teferi. That'd be pretty nice. Extinction Event's also not bad. Another answer for tokens. Kaya's pretty nice. And another Narset. I mean, I guess we always keep action, right? So play Kaya. Oh, I just forgot about their blast zone. Gosh dang it.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Blast zone's gonna be annoying here.
Am I? You won. This time.
I didn't win. They have Blast Zone to kill Kaya. I can Dovin's Veto and Mystical Dispute. I think we do have to get rid of these guys, though, to show the threat. I kind of want them to just get rid of the Blast Zone, basically. So we Shatter here. They get to create another token. We get to still hold up Dovin's Veto. They're probably thinking they finally let down our guard. Yeah, they fire off Blast Zone. We killed both of our guys. That's fine. We get Narset for the next turn. And then we get to Elspeth Conquers Death, hopefully to kind of win. I guess I should have gone for Extinction Event over Shatters. Maybe. We'll see. Still have 3 mana up. That's kind of fine, though. What do they take? More black mana? That's fine. Oh, I should have tapped down. Yeah, I should have tapped it down. How many agents do we have now? 1, 2. So they probably have another one somewhere. I think we go ahead and play out Narset as well. We don't get to hold up Counterspell, but if they play Luca, they can create a token and grab a thing. Like they don't have that much stuff that interacts with what we're doing anyway. I think we try to take this turn. Oh, we need the Kaya as well as Teferi. I think we go Kaya. It's the actual win condition. We do get Yorion back with Elswith Conquers Death. How many of those have we had? 1, 2, 3. I think most decks run 3 of them. 3 Elswith Conquers Deaths. We'll keep it to Fairy. Uh-huh.
The crueler the opponent, the sweeter the victory.
Doesn't really matter, I don't think, but whatever. Exile stuff.
Am I? I'm gonna make myself scarce.
And
I have just the trick for this.
I think showing this Ashok might just cause them to scoop. I'd really like the Teferi, but I think that just showing that we have this for later turns is nice. Past turn. This is the first time we've even seen this one, and the whole time we've been playing this deck. 5 mana Ashok is pretty good to play their entire deck. We get to play how many Agent of Treacheries for free? It'll be a few. Alright, so they do have an answer for Kaya, but Ashok will stop that. I have 1 Dream Trawler in my deck. Not hitting Kaya.
I have reached my limit.
We also get Luca at the beginning of the turn. Classic Jeff, always playing control into 30. Oh, you know me. That's all I ever do. Oh man, it feels so weird to be playing this. But it's fun. Because we get Yorion, we keep those. We don't cycle here. Yeah, we go Yorion. It's just so fun. Alright. Dude, that was a long game, but it did work out. This deck does beat Jeskai Luca, and I think in the last game we could have had a shot at it. I just played it wrong. So I'm glad that we actually got to see how it did against that deck, and maybe we could fine-tune it a little bit. Have a bit more early game interaction as well as everything else. I'm just not sure what you cut. Or what you change, because I think we just ran poorly at some cases. I still like all the 2-ofs that we have. We were kind of talking about like having so many different 2-ofs, but I don't know. I think 2-ofs are kind of okay. In an 80 card deck, having 2-ofs of things almost is nicer than having like 1-ofs or whatever. The E to Extinction I can maybe bring down into a Cry of the Canarium, which gives us just a much better shot against the Obosh and Luris decks. The fact that we have at least 1 in them. Like if we have it in the opening hand, sweet. If we never find it, we still have plenty of other ways to deal with it. But I think that just having it as a tool in the arsenal is better than just E to Extinction. That's my opinion. We have 5 targeted removal spells for tougher things, and then Oath of Kaya for later, and board wipes to deal with big creatures anyway. So I think this is good. You don't think the Dream Trawler is necessary? Yeah, I do think it still hoses aggro decks pretty well. The issue is just still Embercleave is still really powerful. Yeah, overall, I think this deck is powerful. I think that I kind of like this. I know that was the control deck back when 5 mana Teferi was around, was Kaya, exile everyone's stuff, and when there was like 3 months where that was a pretty big thing. And it's kind of fun to see that come back where Kaya can still be an actual win condition. And so that was kind of what I like about this deck, is seeing how it can do what's there. But anyway, yeah, so that's it for this deck.